martini. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're punished for what they liked in the first place.
Yeah.
And so you get in a catch.
You can't win.
Kind of thing. What was one day you like? Just tell me. I know that's none of my business, but if you could just say, what was he like? I mean, was it a great coup to like get this guy? Does he have a great personality?
Yes, he does. He's a great personality.
And he's funny, I bet.
Very funny,
yeah.
and he's really smart.
Yeah.
It was. I definitely spent a couple hours each day picking his brain.
Right.
Yeah.
I can imagine that.
Yeah.
That's what comes across.
Yeah.
And were you sad that he kind of, or was that just like an interim to teach you and then you're on to the next anyway?
Was I sad?
Sad that it finishes. You know, this seems like a real...
I'm sad that every relationship finishes.
Yeah,
you know, I cared for him. I loved him.
I mean, is there a point where you really grab on and say, please don't go, please don't go?
Yes, I have done that in my life.
Have you?
Yes. And I'm not telling you with who.
And have you called up late at night and then when they answered you...
But I love you!
Have you done it? Have you done it?
Of course.
Yeah, I have to. Recently.
Recently?
Yeah.
Oh, heavens, no. No, not recently.
Right.
I'm sure it will happen again, though.
I know, when they go, and then you want it more.
Well, of course, you always want what you can't have. You always want what just slammed the door in your face.
Totally.
Yes.
And but have you learned now, like, because, you know, eventually the cycle of it is so obvious to you that you just say, oh, well, next?
I don't think I ever say next.
You don't?
No, I always go through a mourning period, and a period where you have to get over them, even though you know you weren't for each other, or all you did was fight, or you were never happy. It doesn't matter. You still, I do, still really miss the person for a long time.
So do you go for another type? Like, you learned your lesson now, so now just really go for the plumber?
No,
or do you still fall for the same person over and over?
I sort of go back and forth. If I'm with a really exacting, controlling person for a while, I tend to go for the opposite, like someone who's really irresponsible and spontaneous and more adventurous. And then once I've had a lot of chaos in my life, I tend to go back and want someone who's more in control. And
who do you think is the husband now? Who's going to be the
someone in between, someone right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Yeah.
And have we spotted anyone?
Yes, we have.
Oh, good. Okay. In America. It's a plumber, isn't it? Just admit it now. It's a plumber.
No, it's not a plumber, but I could see him fixing my sink.
Good. That's important. I married a man because he could reach the light sockets. That was my priority.
That's a good reason.
And as you get older, the reason for marrying them becomes smaller and smaller.
Really?
Because it's like the Herod sale. You know, everything must go. So eventually, I mean, they just have two legs.
Yeah, but their mind. That's why you've got to marry someone with a mind.
I married somebody with a mind. Well, who also knows my game. So you need somebody who knows your game, madam.
Absolument.
And says, get the lighting in the wrong position, show those chins, be funny, and then get out there and be talented.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that was the only thing with sex. Is that
Warren used to say that, actually.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
And why didn't you listen?
Because he was always in my light. Because he was always hogging the good light.
But you know what's the problem, too, is you're still beautiful. The minute the looks go anyway, like these things all kind of readjust themselves anyway.
Well, I'll adapt to it.
Yeah, you will. I think you will. You don't think you'll go nuts. I mean, you're too smart.
No, because I'll have Inky, Binky, and Twinkie to play with.
And be very, 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 very rich.
Yes, that always helps.
Doesn't it help? I mean, how much of us, you know, when you're living with yourself and you're the, you know, because if you're a control person to other people, are you held to live within your own head?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what gets on your nerves about you? I'll tell you what gets on my nerves about me. What gets on your nerves about you?
I hate myself when I can't wait for someone to call me and I have to call them first.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're suddenly the sucker.
When I don't want to wait. I can't just be patient and wait for things to come to me. I have to grab them.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
totally. But that's the
bugs me.
control freak syndrome.
I guess.
And you would have been like that anyway.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, when you come from a big family, the only way you get something is if you grab it. You wait for it to get you, someone else gets it first.
That's true. But I think that's a good quality.
Yeah, well, it comes in handy in the entertainment business.
Oh, I bet it does.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Well, you're surrounded by, sorry, but sycophants. It seems to me. You know, like the music business is famous for people.
So is the TV biz and the film biz and anything where if you have money and power, there's an asshole kissing your ass.
You can say an asshole, yeah.
Okay. All righty.
Do you know how to, and one thing I just have to ask you is, when you fake an orgasm.
I never have.
You've never faked an orgasm?
I have never. I'm not getting out of the bed until he makes me come.
Really?
That's right.
That's amazing. And you tell him this is what you have to do? See, I'm too embarrassed. I have
No.
booklets.
You do not.
I swear to you, I can't say.
Well, your husband must be watching this
Well,
right
now he
now.
knows.
Can't he learn a lesson?
He knows because, you know, I've trained him.
Because you've told him on TV in front of thousands of people.
I never told him on TV. He already knows what, but I'm talking about, like, for
He knows
other
what you
people,
like.
I could never tell them. So you don't just fake it and go, oh, I'd just rather eat a pizza.
No.
Really?
No.
God, you're much more sexual than I am. That really surprises me.